Hello everybody, this is Mr. K. Gonna be doing a video today on, noob, I have my signal on. Jeez, well actually I could have kept it on because I'm going this way. Today's video is definitely gonna be about, do I still think the Ninja 300 is a great beginner bike? For that matter, yeah. Is it a great beginner bike or is it the best beginner bike? I don't know. You know, in my opinion, I said this before when I first started riding this bike, and most of you guys know I ride a Ninja 650. You guys saw the last video out with the 300 back, you know, the first time I got on it. And I gotta tell you, it is like one of those crazy things, because I haven't ridden this bike in forever, and then I went out that day and I rode the bike, and today I couldn't even help it. I had to come out again because, well, man, I'm just having way too much fun with it. I still didn't clean it, but yeah, last time I went out with this bike, I made the vlog for you guys, and I was having so much fun because I haven't been on this bike for so long. Well, today I figured, you know what, I'm gonna go back to answering some of those 300 questions, because the Ninja 300 is still a great beginner bike in my opinion. I still think it's a great beginner bike, you know. I really do. The fact that this bike is just so nimble, like you can really mess around with this bike, and I think it's a great bike to learn, you know, just learn to ride with. And I don't know, it's so hard to explain it, but I'm having a blast with this bike. I haven't been on her for so long, and again, like I said, the last time I went out, I had a blast, so I just have to do it again. But you know, there's just so many reasons why the Ninja 300 is a great beginner bike, and I'm not saying it's the only beginner bike. There are obviously a lot of bikes you can ride out there that are, you know, to teach you how to ride. But then the 300 is just one of those bikes. Ooh, okay, let's see if I can go down this whole hill and just, or is she gonna like want to stop? No, she's not gonna want to stop. She can do it. Come on, keep the balance, keep the balance. You can do it. There's no cars behind me, right? No. Okay, good. Look, she's going down. So yeah, a number of reasons. Number one, nimble, obviously. I mean, just a ton of fun. Number two, it doesn't have excessive power. It's not so much that you can't handle. Number three, the corners. I mean, if you want to lean this bike, it's definitely one of those bikes you can lean. Number four, I mean, it's just a fit. I mean, it's a small bike, so it's easy to just kind of ride this bike. The handlebars being a little bit lower, it kind of gives you that sporty feel. So yeah, it's actually a ton of fun riding this bike, especially as a new rider. And I'm telling you, like when I learned, you know, this is where I learned. This is how I learned to ride, and this exact bike. I can't believe it. So you know, it taught me a lot of things. It really has, and it gave me a chance to kind of push the boundaries, go through all the gears, learn, you know, learn how what to listen for, what to feel for, and be able to play, like especially with counter steering. So if I push down on this right now, it's, you know, I do that, it's just going to be really quick. And so she's very responsive, but only to you, like, you know, it's based on feel, right? That's why she's teaching you so much about, you know, the feeling. So like with this bike, it's really easy to just throw her around, right? So I absolutely still think this is a great bike to learn on. I'm shocked, you know, with I'm shocked, like going from the 650 and coming back to this bike and just riding it. I mean, the gears are so short, man, holy smokes. But that's one of the great things about it. That's the other thing too, like the gears being so short, it just forces you to go through all those gears, which is not a bad thing to know, right? Yeah, I love this. I love this bike. I still think, you know, if you're thinking about riding a bike, this is definitely a great beginner bike. It's a great way to start out. And look at me, I mean, I've been riding this thing literally up until I got my Ninja 650, and then I think I rode it like 2 or 3 times after that, but I kept it, and I'm out here, I'm still enjoying the heck out of this bike. I'm just sorry that I didn't actually ride her as much as I could have, because honestly, man, I missed riding this bike. I forgot, I totally forgot how much fun this bike is. Oh my goodness. So yeah, if you're thinking of buying a bike, or you know, thinking of what bike you should choose, I highly recommend the 300. I really do. I think it's a great bike. I like how strong she tries to be. Oh god, that's so cute. But yeah, I can't stress this enough. You know, if you're a new rider, you want a bike that's well balanced. You want a bike that doesn't give you too much of a scare. Being new is one of the big things about being new is the fact that you don't know what your, you know, the senses are not there yet. You don't know what to look for. But this bike kind of teaches you all those little things you should look for. It's gonna make you, I think, an overall better rider, because you can push this bike and you're not gonna, you know, you have a less of a chance to really do too many stupid things with it, just because she's a very forgiving bike. So if you do make a mistake, odds are it's not gonna be devastating. And so it's one of those things that, because of this bike, I really do believe that because of what this bike is, and because of this bike alone, I am the rider that I am today, especially when it comes to my 650 and any bike for that matter. I mean, I have no problem on getting on any bike. I have no problem on you know, trying out my friends' bikes or anything like that, because I feel confident in my skills. And this is the bike that did it for me. You know, I think I said it 1,000 times. If you're gonna, you know, start out, go with something that is easy to ride. Go with something that is friendly and forgiving, and as long as you do that, you'll be fine. And this bike definitely does all of that. So yeah, I can't go, I don't know what else to say about her, but yeah, you're considering riding, go for 300. I'm telling you, everything that I've learned on this bike, and everything that I do, you know, all the little things I do, all the little, you know, whoops, is that it says no exit about, I don't believe that, so maybe we can use the back way. Ooh, okay. So what are you doing? You're just doing a U-turn. Maybe just want to park there. Except bicycles. Well, technically this 300 kind of feels like a bicycle, so I'll go through there. I'm gonna leave it at that. You know, I honestly believe it's a great bike for you to start on, and don't hesitate. Don't overthink it, because it is one of those things where if you go on the internet or YouTube, there's so many people talking about, you know, what they think is the best bike, and I'm one of them right now. The difference is I still own it, you know. I still own, and I'm sure there's other people that still own their first bike, but I still own this bike, and I own it because I love the bike. You know, it's one of those things that it's going to be very hard to get rid of, and it's something my wife was saying too, you know, Mrs. K, that she's saying like, okay, well, it's going to be so interesting to get rid of the bike because it's the first bike, you're attached to it. So yeah, you do get attached to your first bike, that's for sure, but most people let them go. I can't let this one go. This one's just way too much fun to let go. So yeah, I still have her. I don't know for how long, who knows. But yeah, you're looking for your first bike, the Kawasaki Ninja 300. This is a 2015 model, by the way. It's definitely a great choice. Now I know that the 400 came out, and honestly, with the 400 out, I have not ridden the 400. So I can't tell you if that's a better choice. I think it's gonna depend a great deal on you, on what you know, if you're gonna go out there and get a 300. I'm sure today a 300 you can pick it up for a pretty reasonable price. So pick it up, you know, if you can. Oh, this literally I can't exit from here. Okay, so yeah, just pick it up and learn on it, because let's say you pay, I don't know, 3,000 for this bike, or 2,000 Canadian, obviously. You know, it's not a huge expense to learn, and because of the way this bike is and the way it's built, and it really is one of the premier bikes as far as I'm concerned for new riders. And I just don't want anybody to kind of overlook this bike. So anyway, you guys listen to me talk so much, so I'm just gonna say thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, please like this video if you found it useful. Comment if you have any questions. I will answer any and all questions you guys may have. And subscribe if you haven't already, because, well, I like subscribers, you know. I'm just one of those people. I have a YouTube channel. And definitely push that notification bell if you want to see any more videos from me, because, well, subscribing doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna get videos, well, you know, notified when I put out new videos. So yeah, with all that said, I'm gonna say thank you guys for watching. As always, we love ya. Till next time, goodbye. Ride safe, stay off your phones, and watch out, because there's crazy amount of drivers out there. See ya. Bye bye.